How we doing today, folks? I figured now's a good opportunity to just go over, what my archery setup is. I can't shoot compound anymore. Did that most of my life, so this is not a debate as to compound versus crossbow and all that other junk that you hear over the internet. If you're gonna hunt, you're gonna hunt. Doesn't matter what you hunt with, as long as you're outside, outdoors, enjoying, that sport or way of life, if you will. I just wanted to run over and kind of show you guys what I use, explain why I use it. It works for me, might not work for you. You might not like it as much, I guess. Let's just start with my bow. This is when did I get this? This is a 2018 Scorpyd Aculeus. It's the 175, 450 feet a second. I believe this one came in a little hot. I chronoed it at the archery shop. I don't know if it's got the wrong limbs on it that I ordered. I don't really care. But I got 462 feet per second out of this, which I think is amazing. Mounted up top, I have an ATN X-Sight 4K Pro. That's where all my videos that you'll see with the scope and it comes from. It's my easier way of filming without having to film, if that makes sense thus far. But yeah, I bought this a couple of years ago. I absolutely love it. This thing screams. It is heavy. The scope weighs, I believe, 2.25 pounds, and the bow itself's like 7. So it's a heavy package for what you're using. And it's big, it's cumbersome. So I don't feel like I'm getting a huge advantage over somebody shooting a compound or anything like that, other than speed. But let's face it, we're all hunters here, and I'm not going to take a shot that I'm not comfortable with, I'm not confident in. It's just not what I'm going to do. Humane. As humane and as fast as possible is what it's all about. Now, these bows come in, I think I paid $1,700 for this bow. And the reason I bought this, instead of say a 10-point or a Mission or, a Parker, any of your other big name bows, the Horton Storm, I like the rear reverse limb design. I love it. But the reason I didn't go with any of those companies is, as far as I was concerned, price versus performance. Every fastener on this bow is titanium. I learned that through the owner of the company and when I spoke on the phone with him. The aluminum rail, I love that. It's weight saving, but it's still heavy. It's got a match grade trigger, 1911 grips. It's everything that I wanted without spending, $2,000+ on, say, a 10-point. Or the Ravens. Yeah, the Ravens are nice. They're small, they're compact, they're fast. It's just not my style. It's $2,000+. I'm getting 400 feet a second. Why not spend a little less money, get more performance, and be happy with my purchase? Now, my broadheads and arrows setup is pretty simple. There are times, and I don't have one floating around right now. This is your standard 22-inch Scorpyd bolt, which actually, interesting story. This is the bolt, the exact bolt that I shot that Big 8 with. So I use these mostly And I make my own lighted nocks. If you guys want to see that, let me know in the comments, and I'll do like a quick tutorial as how I make my own lighted nocks, because I'm not spending $100 for 3 nocks. That ain't happening. I'll spend $30 and make 3 of them, and they work. This one did pop out after impact, but it worked for that time being. Now, as far as broadheads go, and I've mentioned these in a couple of my videos, and I've sold. No failures. They work. They hit like a hammer. But these are, come on, focus, SWAT X Mags in 100 grain, and it is a 3.5 inch total cut, and devastating wound channels. I haven't tracked a deer, more than like 30 yards with these things, and I don't have a band on it because I wanted to keep it open. But I mean, it's just a wicked head. I mean, that's really about it. Any more information or questions you would have, feel free to ask. I'll respond. Again, like everything else, I'm not gonna sit here and beg people to subscribe or like my videos. It's not what I'm about. I do this for anybody who wants to learn something. Next video is going to be in the woods. I'll explain how I go about picking my stands, why I chose that area, kind of go over my setup. And I hunt mostly out of a climber, so that's, it's an opinion thing. A lot of people hunt out of hang-ons or ladder stands. I just like my climber. It works for me. But I will do a video in the woods explaining, how I pattern these deer and fun stuff like that. Well, until next time, you guys have a great one.